Oh, he's just... Here, my wife told her new boss. I didn't say a word, just stepped outside. A minute later, her boss's phone rang. He glanced at me like I didn't matter. Oh, he's just... Here, my wife told her new boss, waving a hand at me the way someone dismisses a waiter or a ghost. Her voice wrapped around the words like shame, like I was something she forgot to throw away. I didn't correct her. I didn't speak at all. I simply stepped outside. A minute later, his phone rang, and through the window I watched his smile die. His face drained to a sick, chalky white. He stared at me, just me, with pure terror. Good. He should be afraid, because this story didn't start today. There was a time she looked at me like I was the entire future she'd been saving up for. Pre-dawn coffees, long drives, plans whispered into dark rooms. We built everything together, our house, our careers, our trust. I was the man who solved her problems, who paid off debts she wasn't strong enough to face alone, who stood between her and every storm that threatened her peace. She promised loyalty. She promised honesty. What she meant was loyalty until she found better, honesty until she needed to lie. It started small, late nights at work, phone turned upside down, perfume that wasn't hers. One night she showered twice and smiled too easily. I felt the betrayal before I could prove it, so I stopped asking questions and started watching. GPS trackers, phone data recovery, a small mic in her car, a camera hidden in her new boss's office keychain, the one she lost that I so kindly replaced. Their affair wasn't passionate, it was transactional. She wanted power. He wanted her. They thought I was just the quiet husband. They forgot quiet doesn't mean harmless. The first time I saw them together, I didn't break. I absorbed the pain like a weapon being forged. By dawn, my heartbreak was steel. I spent months ensuring one thing: their success would be built on quicksand, the kind I controlled. Her boss? Married, 2 kids, corporate board seat at a company whose reputation is allergic to scandal. I gathered everything: hotel receipts, recorded calls, explicit texts, photos. But revenge isn't just about destruction. It's about timing. I waited until she bragged about him, until she gloated about the promotion she didn't earn, until she started treating me like I was temporary. She didn't realize I am the last person in the world she should underestimate. This morning, she insisted I meet him, said it'll look good. She wanted her boss to see she had a husband she could control. I wore the same suit I got married in. She didn't notice. They sat so close their elbows touched under the table. He asked what I did for a living. I smiled. I handled transitions. He laughed, thinking it was a joke. She didn't laugh. She knew I choose words like weapons. Her phone buzzed. She didn't check it. His phone did the buzzing next. That was the call. The one I scheduled. The one that would change everything. He picked up. Hello? A woman's voice on the other end. His wife. I knew her voice well now. We'd met several times. She asked the right questions. I gave her the right answers. Message attachments delivered. Photos, audio, locations, dates. Not rumors, evidence. Her tone was precise, controlled, frozen. Check your email, she said. Then she hung up. He looked at his phone, hands trembling. Then he looked at me. Not like a stranger, like someone who held his entire life in one clenched fist. My wife frowned, confused. What's wrong? He whispered. He knows. She stiffened. Her fork clattered against the plate like a gavel. Panic blooms fast when guilt is ripe. I stepped back into the room, slowly. Let the silence drag until it choked them. He's just... Here, I repeated her words. She pulled me aside, voice cracking. What did you do? What you taught me, I said. I adapted. Within seconds, his phone rang again. Another call he didn't want, the company's compliance officer. His sins spreading like wildfire. He stood, his chair scraping violently, his future crumbling in real time. I'm ruined, he breathed. No, I corrected, you're accountable. He fled, not even a goodbye, leaving her alone with the monster she created. She grabbed my arm, pleading, "We can fix this, please, we can." I removed her hand gently, like cleaning dirt off a glove. You once told me marriage was about partnership, I said. You broke the contract. I'm just finalizing it. Her face collapsed into disbelief. What does that mean? It means, I said, your access to everything, bank accounts, the house, the cars, is gone. Assets transferred, legal filings complete. She blinked like she'd been slapped. I gave you everything, I told her. You tried to take more. I set a folder in front of her, divorce complaint, alimony waiver, affair documentation. If you contest, I added calmly, I will release all of this publicly. She felt the weight of it, of a future suddenly sharp-edged and empty. She whispered, "Why are you doing this?" I leaned in, voice colder than truth. Because you taught him to look down on me. Because you thought quiet meant weak. Because you forgot who built your world. I opened the door for her. Get out. She left without shoes, without her purse, without her pride. I stood alone in the silence she used to fill, and I felt nothing. No regret, no ache, just the steady, satisfying hum of justice done right. People think revenge is rage. It isn't. Rage is loud, sloppy, emotional. Real revenge is patience. Real revenge is preparation. Real revenge is walking away while they beg. She once said I was just here, but now she knows I am the last thought before her world falls apart.